What's up, it's Robert from Existence First, mental training for a modern world. Today's been a long day, so I'll make a quick reflection here for today's video. I was thinking this morning about shopping as an activity. You know, you go to the shopping mall and you can look at all the stores, or maybe you're shopping online, but it just seemed very peculiar to me. It seemed somehow out of touch with our evolutionary past. I mean, never before have we seen so many products available to us. And not only that, but the exchange that happens. We go shopping with the money in our hand or the credit card in our hand. And even though we worked hard to earn that money and the credit card, we somehow, at least for me, it's like when you look at that credit card, I don't think of all of the effort that I've spent at work or all of the effort that I've spent, developing a good credit score or anything like that. That's not my thought, It seems like some sort of magical buying card, so then you go walk through the store and you're like, ooh, I'd like this, I'd like that, I like that. And I think that there's some sort of illusion there of control, some sort of illusion, because you don't, at that moment, the only effort you have to expend to walk out of the store with that item is you place it in your cart, walk through the checkout, swipe that magic card, and then boom, you're out. And it just seems a very odd pattern, a very odd sequence of behaviors for a human being to make. I mean, if you look at the history of the planet, I mean, how long have humans been obtaining products in this way, in this fashion? Probably, I mean, when were credit cards invented? I don't know. Even if you go back to when was cash invented, right? Or coins. I mean, we're talking probably a couple thousand years, maybe. So what did we do for the 200,000 years that Homo sapiens has been on the planet? Not to mention all of the other species prior to Homo sapiens, right? I don't know how prehistoric cave people, what their lives were like, but it just seems like a very odd sequence. When I reflect on these activities that I go through in my daily life, whether it's going to work and interacting with people, or whether it's going shopping and this experience of putting things in my cart and going through the checkout, I'm always conscious of the concept of conditioning. And how am I being conditioned at this moment? What is society and my environment rewarding me for? It's almost too easy to spend money, right? The swipe and then boom, you get your product. And then so there becomes this disconnect with sort of all the work you put in that got you the money and the purchasing of the product. Even though in the big picture you did have to work in order to earn that product, it's just those events are so far apart. It's very dissimilar to hunting your own food, where when you hunt your own food, the effort and the reward are very, very closely tied to each other in terms of a timeline. But when you start getting into these elongated timelines, things get different. So that's all for my reflection for today. I mean, I think it's important for us to be aware of our conditioning. That's a mental training concept for sure. There's constantly there's conditioning going on. So I'm always aware of what am I being rewarded for, what am I being punished for, and I know that my mind will respond to that. So I need to be aware. I need to be aware of it because my mind will respond whether I like it or not. Okay, and if we want to take charge of our minds, then we got to take charge of conditioning. That's all for now. Think deeply and put your existence first.